Alright, time for the other half. Okay, we do the same thing. I'll hold this down in here, like that. Find a sweet spot for it. This one now has a stud in the way so we can hold it square in the frame, on the table here I should say. It's pretty square there. Good pressure on it. There's nothing here for anti-rotation, so if you dig it in hard, it can rotate the case. So again, make sure you put the cutter in. If it digs in, it goes away from the cutter, not into the cutter. So you gotta be careful about that. We already know our depth. I'm running out of table space here though. Yes. Too far in. Yeah, we can force in for it. Okay, we'll make it. Okay, let's zero it out. Get our ½ inch in here. What caliper we go? 6-inch scale is ½ inch thick. So just run up till you get to the ½ inch number. There's our ½ inch right there. Okay. Go right to there. Turn it on. Turn on this power. Quick work of that, huh? Okay, so I want to get these two titties off of here and get it kind of equalized a little bit also. So this one's starting to cut here, but not on this side. So that means I need to move the table that way a little bit more. Just going to crank it like that. Give ourselves a little extra this way. See what we get. Pretty sharp over here. I don't think I'm cutting on that side anymore. Maybe. Move this over a little bit more again. Just starting to get a little bit of a flat spot there. Yeah, barely. About 10 thou. Yep, starting to cut now. Try to get a little extra again. Definitely cutting now. Can't really see if it's even or not. Doesn't look like it is. Looks like it's cutting more on this side than this side now. Just gonna bring this back a little bit. It's definitely got big flat spots now. Okay, I think that's good. Can't see from my angle I'm on the wrong side of this case, but there's no more sharp edge there. I'm not going to worry about this breaking off. It's the same height as the other 1/2 inch, so it should have plenty of room to not have an issue with it. Alright, so now let's take it apart and check it. Oh, when it's off camera, I went ahead and tapped this hole out with a bottoming tap, and now I got 2.5 inch for my height. And I needed 2 5/80 for clearance, I think, or 6/80, one of those numbers, I forget. So we should have plenty. So I know the phase converter air compressor can be all together. That's why I got a big phase converter. I didn't think it was going to be a problem. It's when we hit startup instantaneous at both at the same time, you might have a problem. But even then, I don't think it will. Okay. So there's our case half here. Belongs. Wipe this off. Get this around. Push them together pretty nicely there. Okay, got a bolt in there. So it's a 1/4 inch by 4.5 inch long bolt. And we got our sleeve spacer put in here, which don't know if I showed a close up of that, but there it is right there, so that's shoved in. So remember that looked like this right here. Another one. Basically has about 1.5 thou press on that maybe. Okay, so we drop it down. So we got a good finger's worth of thread, which is good. Goes in that deep by hand pretty easily. And the last 1/4 inch we're going to do with wrench. Come on. There it goes. Nice and even. And then right there is where it stops, right when we hit it. And give it a little oomph like that. It's torqued. So there you go. Nice clean. Should be able to put the, you can see our bolt clearance here. Now you want to make sure your case has no clearance issue. You put a straight edge on there, and the bolt should be below the height of the cutout in the case. So that means when you put this in there like this, the scale should go deeper than 90 degrees to have clearance. So see, that's the clearance. That's our clearance. So you have to ever worry about that cylinder hitting on that. And that includes, you can pull the cylinder in and out. So this one, your straight is right here, and we got a little bit more clearance to this one. So you have to worry about that ever hitting. So So if I had a 5/16 bolt in there, the bolt could not be pulled out with the cylinder on it, and you would have to eyebrow the bolt a little bit. Or you have to turn it in a circle like a pulley, it kind of look to where you would turn it from here to here around smaller, and then it would fit. That's easy what I do. Because if you just put the little crescent cuts on it, if you rotate the bolt just a little bit, it locks the cylinder up. It can also break the cylinder and collapse onto the piston and cause all kinds of problems. And to double check, we just bolt it together like this. Take our cylinders and slip them on down there. Ah, come on. This is touchy, obviously. Ah! It's not making me look very good, is it? Okay, that's jammed up now. This one's down, this side's down. It's fighting me. That makes it look good on video, doesn't it? So let's put the rest of the case bolts in there to pull the cases all the way in. Right now they're pinched at the top because only that one's tight. Put a couple of these bolts in here. Pull it all the way in like it's supposed to be pulled in. And maybe our cylinder will be easier getting out there. One cylinder has about 6 thou clearance on it, the other one has about 10 or 12 or so. The cylinders are 5 thou different in size between the two of them. Okay. See if that made any difference. Doesn't appear to. We are jammed. Okay, where are we jammed at? That's where we're jammed, right there. Come on, quit fighting me. Okay. This thing's being a pain. Okay. Shit's cleared out of it. Okay. Put it on straight. She goes down. Thing comes out like it's supposed to. But you have to put it in straight. Like that. No caulking. When things caulk, they don't go in straight. And that one has a lot more clearance in it, so it's not the problem. This one's one that only got like 5 or 6 clearance. This one has the 10 or 12 in it. The only problem is I don't like 10 thou on the sleeve. I like the spigot to be close to the case so it can't flex very far. So you gotta get a little bit closer and put it together. Alright, so there's what it looks like that with it on there now. And you can see the bolt over here where you get to it. And the bolt's not interfering with the cylinders at all. And if you have to pull a bolt out for something, you can pull it out, put it back in. Most big bore motors you cannot do that. If you do, you break things. So if you try to pull a bolt out and it won't come, don't force it. That means you're going to break your cylinder spigots off. Which does happen, so don't do it. Alright, so that's it for this one for now. I got to put some bearings in here and try to take out the two balancer bearings in here. Instead of just leaving them in there because they might fall out because there's nothing in there holding the press, and in case it gets hot they can come out. If they come out, they will destroy the motor. So I'm going to see if I can get those out. I don't have the special puller for doing that, so sometimes you heat the case up and they fall out, but we'll see. Sometimes just back it on the floor a couple times, they'll fall out too. But anyway, this is how they go together. So that's a lot of work to do your big bore motor, but makes it run a lot better with big inches. So there you go. That's it for that one.